Hey everyone, welcome to Buick Outdoors. If you're new around here, my name is Sheldon Marion, and today I'm joined by Shelby and our pups, and we'll be going out for a drive to check out some beautiful creeks, dinosaur tracks, and waterfalls. So this is our first stop of the day, is this cool little creek here. There's something on this slab and on that slab over there that I want to check out. So we're going to bring you guys along for the ride here, hike down to the creek, and we'll check her out. Well, I think Shelby's going to go down to the edge of the ditch there and walk down. I'm just going to slide. Hopefully I don't slide, tumble, and fall and roll, but we'll make it. No problem. There we go. Easy peasy. Now, one thing that I want to say is not too far from here, just maybe a couple kilometers away, we have the world's largest dinosaur trackway site. If you want to check out that video, there'll be a little thing come up in the corner, or there'll be a link in the description below. And with that being said, is what makes me really want to check out some of these indentations that are on this exposed bedrock. And I just want to see if there's any similarities to the actual dinosaur tracks and these indents that are along here. So once the Shelby gets down here, we'll start walking around and we'll check out some of these spots. Alrighty, so Shelby just made her down here from the road. She didn't take my little shortcut, but some of these tracks or indents that I was seeing here a couple days ago, I'll show you guys here. So we got this one here that's kind of hard to see, but you almost have one right here, or it's part of a pad, and it looks like there's potentially 3 toes. And the crazy thing is, we have this one here, we have one right here, one right there. And then if there's ever a shadow or they're wet, you can almost see a trackway that goes straight up. Now, is it actual tracks? I don't know. It could be just the way this stuff formed, and it's just playing kind of a mind game on you. But then we also have big things over here. So I don't think this is anything. It could be, but you never know. And then you also have this big one, but it looks like a lot of just natural water erosion kind of coming through here. Then you have stuff like this. And with these ones here, normally I wouldn't say that they're anything, but on the other side of the river here, I'll see if I can point at it, but right around there, it looks like the same tracks are going that way. So this could potentially be dinosaur tracks as well, because there's also some that are right here. That one. There's stuff here as well. But again, it also looks like regular old natural water erosion, but you never know. I'm not a paleontologist either. I'm just a redneck walking along a riverbed. But we have so many of these small little dents like this, And over at the Dinosaur Trackway site, they look very familiar, so I don't know how to tell the difference between dinosaur tracks and this stuff. But anyways, we're gonna go over here just underneath the bridge, check that out, and then once we're done under the bridge here, if we find anything, we'll make our way over to the other side. So we'll just go over it real quick. Bunch of coal. And this here, those ones I don't have. I don't think those are dinosaur tracks whatsoever. That's 100% just washed away rock, basically. But everywhere else here, I don't think there's too much else to really check out right in here. It is a cool place to go and walk on, but the main reason why I want to stop here is to check that out, and then also what's on the other side. So we'll make our way back up to the top, cross the bridge, go down there, and we'll check her out. Alrighty, so now we made it onto this side of the bridge. We were just right over there. I'll show you where all these other, what I think could be dinosaur tracks are. So even from on top of the bridge when you're driving across, you can see these ones sitting here, and they're pretty well perfectly in line with those ones. So it looks like at one point in time it kind of walked just like this. And so you got this one here that's fairly round. That one, it looks like there's some form to it. And then there's this one where it looks very much so like a dinosaur track. So you got this toe here, you got the middle toe, and you got this toe. And that track is the same track that's at the world's largest dinosaur trackway site, which again is only a couple kilometers from here. But with that being said, like, you know, I'm not a paleontologist, but it's very, very compelling. But we're going to walk around here and see if there's any other possible tracks. And even here, this is the same look, maybe not so much that one, kind of that one, as what's over there on that corner. So they're relatively the same. That looks like another three-toed. You got one right there, one in the middle, and one here. So you never know. Could be dinosaur tracks. I'm not 100% convinced, but I mean, I'm sure you could convince me. So as a side note, one thing that you'll find a lot of around here is a whole pile of plant fossils. So here, I don't know if you can see that orange or not. All sorts of plant fossils there. These are kind of like big clusters of stuff. Right there, a bunch of wood. That one's pretty neat. That one, there's a couple of little surface fossils. This one, again, a bunch of wood, leaves. There's some things in there, but it's pretty hard to find. Pretty well that orange look stuff, and with that black. That black is kind of coal or the carbon taking over what used to be there. So there is some stuff. Oh, right there, that's a big piece of petrified wood. And then I was also finding things like this. That's pretty well just a big clump of wood. You can really see it on this side. More fossils. And then Shelby brought this big slab over. So on the back side here, that's pretty well all the ground and sediment and dirt that was there, I think. And then something happened and all these leaves and trees and stuff fell on top and got buried, or vice versa.
You can see this one and the little veins in it, the little almond shaped leaf.
Yeah, you can see all sorts of leaves there. A little bit of wood here, more leaves over there. So if you want to come out and check out the potential dinosaur tracks, or if you just want to come here and look at all these plant fossils, yeah, First Creek is a success. We have a few more stops yet to go here today, so we're gonna hit the road. Alright, so we made her into spot number 2. Just gotta take a quick little walk through the trail here, and we'll get to the next creek with a nice small little waterfall in this one. So after a quick little, I don't know what that is, 100-yard walk or so, we come out to this nice little creek. We have all this big bedrock, and right over there is a nice little waterfall. So it makes this waterfall pretty neat. It's just a real small one. But you can see the river, there's a little creek here. Comes down to all this nice flat bedrock. Comes over here. And you're able to go right to the edge. And I can just stand right here with my buddy, Rocco. What's this? What's up, buddy? Come on. You know, one thing that I don't think too many people really consider, but we really take advantage of is places like this. You know, you have all these creeks and rivers and stuff flowing, and the water is so incredibly clean. Right now it's incredibly cold too, but you know, places like this, you can reach in, whoa man, rinse off your hand and just drink right out of the creek. Like, it's just, oh, it's amazing stuff. One thing you gotta be careful of though is in some places the water will look clean, but there could be beavers and stuff, and with that you can get giardia. So you can't do it exactly everywhere, but there is a ton of creeks around here and rivers that you can, and it's just, this is what water tastes like. It's nothing compared to what comes out of a bottle or a tap. Like this is what water like actually tastes like, and I wish I could explain it to you, but once you drink it you go, oh man, that is just amazing, pure clean drinking water. Like, it doesn't get any better. It comes straight from the mountaintops. All the creeks and streams, they all come together, all the springs. I mean, you can see some mountains just right there. So yeah. So I think that we have up here that I think we can't take for granted. But anyways, we're gonna hike out of here and we're gonna go up to our third spot, and I think this one's gonna make Shelby a little starstruck and kind of blown away, because it's a beautiful small little piece there. You'll see. Come on out, you guys. Okay, so we made it to our third stop. This one here is pretty well just across the road from that second one. And this spot is incredibly beautiful. It's nothing, it's not overly big, but what you get in this small little package is just spot on. So if you're out this way, there's just a little trail here, just on the corner of our little parking spot. And it's not overly too far. It's a really easy trail to follow. Right here it gets a little bit steep, but you just kind of go around this nasty stuff that's all sloughed in or whatever. Nice and easy. And then you start coming around here to the corner and you get to see a pretty incredible view. Alright, so once you come down that fairly short and kind of semi steep hill, you get to the river here. And this is what you're met with. Real nice deep pool here. Crystal clear water, ice cold, and nice little gravel bar that you can stand on. And what's flowing in here, that little creek coming down, that's the one that we were just in up on this side of the hill here. So it's pretty cool. What do you think?
Beautiful.
So if you make your way out here and you actually want to check everything out, but you don't want to climb down that little trail, just before the bridge there's a small little trail that'll bring you out right to this tip right here. And that one, it's like kind of a 20-yard walk, nice and flat, right up to this point. So you can still come in here and you can still check this out even if you can't make it down the trail. But places like this to me are just absolutely just kind of mind-boggling. Unfortunately, because I can get here, that means that 99% of other people can get here, and when that happens, you always find bullshit like this. So if you come into a place like this, you bring in a beer, drinks, pop, whatever, water bottles, doesn't really matter. Just, you know, pick up your garbage when you leave, and leave the place, you know, at least garbage free anyways, or try to. Anyways, got my little collection of garbage, and I think we're gonna hike up back to the top, and then before we leave, I'll show you the trail that takes you up there. You can get the nice little top-down view of the little waterfall. Okay, so if you're wanting to check out that waterfall and that big pond from the top, right here before the bridge, there's this little walking trail right here. And like I said, this one, it's like 20 yards, so I'm not even gonna turn off the camera or nothing. I'll just talk to you guys while we walk over here. And this one, it's a very, very quick little walk over here that you can get, so you can look down on it. And even from the top, it's a gorgeous little view. So even if we go over here to the very tip top, and whoa, don't go over the edge. But there you go, here's the view from the top, and it's almost as beautiful from the top as it is from the bottom. The only difference is up here you can't exactly reach down and touch that water, but it's really nice. Then one other spot we can check out before we leave is just over here, and we can actually look down and see where the creek is flowing in. So we'll quickly run over here, and again, another nice little path. You can see where everybody else has been walking. Now, if you don't have too good a footing, I wouldn't suggest walking down this spot, because if you slip, you're gonna go right over there. But give her a try. This is pretty neat. Living over here, if you walk down this little trail right there, you can end up walking down and touching that water. Just be extremely careful if you go that way. Those rocks they're like ice. They're so slippery from the water, so if you slip and slide into that, you're gonna fall into that, through here, and then down there. That'll be about the best part. There's enough water there to cushion your blow, but the way in, you're gonna get pummeled and beat up the entire time. But anyways, guys, this has been just a phenomenal day of driving around with Shelby and the dogs. And yeah, after doing some exploring here down the Johnson Creek Road, you know, it's pretty amazing what we have right here in our backyard. As long as you have you know, a vehicle and a little bit of money for fuel to come out to places like this, you know, you don't have to spend an arm and a leg. And even just coming out here to look, maybe have a picnic down there, be like one of the locals built their little whatever rock dude down there. It's just another reason to get outside, enjoy nature, and see what we have right here in our backyard, and see what you have in your backyard. No matter where you live, there's always something, maybe not quite like this, but there is something out in the woods that you can go and see. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to hit like down the bottom, leave us a comment or two, subscribe to the channel. We'll catch you on the next one.